Hey, so I decided I should film this now since No Mercy is going to start in about half an hour, and my cat is over here, so we're just going to push him that way. Yep, just over there. Stay there. So, today is day 48 on my little... I wonder if that'll be backwards. I don't know if the webcam actually flips. I'll have to check that later. But day 48 on this journey, or vlogging, or diary, whatever. And I thought this would be a good day to cover, finally, Jiu Jitsu itself. Okay. And why I picked it, and how I'm doing it, how I feel about it so far. So, because of the circumstances of my current living situation, I can't actually go easily to a wrestling gym or school. It's too far. It's too out of the way to go every couple days. So I figured, well, that's fine. In the meantime, I will. The goal is to eventually get to a place where I can easily go, and it won't be a big deal. But I figured, but why waste my time now? At least that's why I'm getting into physical shape, so that when I do finally get there, at least that won't be a barrier. And also, kitty. Also, to get familiar with a physical martial art, well, a physical sport, a martial art, something to get me used to used to it. I really can't. Okay, come on. Okay, just go. Just go. Get out of here. Okay. So, I picked Jiu Jitsu because of the nature of the sport. I felt that because of the holds and the grappling, I felt it would at least give me an idea, some similarity. There might be parallels between it and wrestling when I do eventually do it. So, while a wrestling school would have taken me an hour and a half just to go there, and an hour maybe to come back, that's really hard to do with my current 9 to 5. So the transition, that'll be for another day. But for now, my current jiu-jitsu gym is like a 5-minute walk and like a half-minute drive. So it's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu I decided to do. It's the Carlson Gracie team, and it's really good. I love it so far. So I did a little Googling, did a little research. Besides Jiu-Jitsu, I came up with like Judo, and I forgot what the other one was. But I know Judo and Jiu-Jitsu were like top up there for this is what you should do to supplement wrestling. And I'm like, well, it's not supplementing it, but it's it's like a predecessor for me. It's like a prequel until I get to wrestling. And I enrolled the day of my birthday. So I went a week before, got the free trial. I'm like, hey, I'm a dude. I don't know anything. I've never done like karate. I've never done taekwondo. Anything. Like a lot of my friends have done stuff like that. I've never actually done a martial art growing up. And I'm like, hey, I don't know anything. So they gave me a free trial. And on the day of my birthday, a week later, I came in. I was like, bam, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's do this. And they offer beginners 1-hour classes 4 times a week, roughly. And I go every time, every time. I've only missed one class, and I'm probably going to miss some more classes because of like scheduling and whatnot. But for the most part, I've gone every day these past 48 days. No, every available time, whatever. And it's been a lot. I've learned a lot. I've gotten to learn a lot. I don't know what to talk about first. Like, the cardio is crazy. We always do warm-ups. The cardio, definitely, it's some intense stuff for like 15 minutes. Not a lot, but, we do sprawls, which remind me of, they look like burpees, but they're a little different, and sprawls are crazy. They definitely tire me out. And because I'm doing squats from my 5x5 workout, my legs kill me. I don't like it. But I gotta get bigger legs. I gotta get stronger legs. I never really work out my legs growing up, besides running and whatnot. So I feel like I should really put effort into it. It's not just about the guns. It's about the whole body. So that's great. And then I've been learning just basic holds, basic stuff that that our teacher Caesar's been teaching us, and he's a good guy. He's been teaching us. Just trying to think. Despite going 40, I've been going for 5 weeks now. I think almost 6 weeks, and we know a lot of holds. I'm still in the beginners classes. He says when I've really gotten some good skill. I've gotten like a lot of things memorized, and I start doing well in the classes that he'll let me do intermediate. So that'll be exciting. And then he'll let me do rolling, which is like sparring. It's sparring. It's like jiu-jitsu sparring on your knees on the mat. So, but he won't let me do that as long as I'm a beginner. So, hopefully, he said like very soon. Just a few days. Just last Saturday. Yesterday he was like, yeah, real soon. You're almost there, and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna be rolling. I'm gonna be like maybe going to the intermediate classes. My schedule might change because of that, but yeah, that'll be great. And it is expensive. I think it averages out to like $140 a month. I have to check again, but it's not cheap. It's not something that if I was just like bullshitting and I'm like, oh, I just want to learn, I just want to be healthy, I might have not had done. I might have just done normal gym. I might have just done normal recreational activities like basketball and such. But I felt like, and I do give props to people who do martial arts and it's just a recreational thing because it is expensive. And maybe some people have the jobs that's easy, but some of the people, if you have like a lower paying job, like a retail job, like when I worked at GameStop, that $140 a month is like, it really takes its toll, man. So I remember when I found that price, I was like, it's worth it for me. It's like a stepping stone. It's not a stepping, it's more of like a path. It's like the path I have to follow, I feel. And then when wrestling comes, hopefully I'll at least, I'm sure wrestling's going to be a totally different crazy thing. Like, I'm going to have to, I don't know, at least I'll be used to the warm-ups, I'll be used to the certain aspects of it, but, yeah, it's just crazy, I'm just thinking here, this is off the cuff, that's how I make these videos. But man, it's going to be interesting. Hopefully, jiu-jitsu does prepare me a lot, as much as it can, but, I was thinking, what can I do before I eventually do wrestling? And I was like, okay, eat better, get used to the diet, do some cardio, and strength training. And I was like, but like, I need more, And jiu-jitsu, I think, totally fills that. Especially for cardio, actually. It's why I dropped normal running on weekends. Because the cardio from jiu-jitsu, it's about 3.5 days of cardio, roughly. And I feel like it's sufficient. I don't know. I've been weighing myself. I've been going up. And I don't know if that's what I want. I don't know if that means, like, I gotta check the math on, like, muscle mass, like, per fat gained thing. Because, I would hope to stay at the same weight. That would mean I'm increasing, my muscle mass and just decreasing fat. Now, if I'm going up in weight, I don't know if that means which one's winning. I gotta sit down with like a paper and pencil because I'm bad when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, so that's good. The cardio, if it's not enough, I'll just do some more stuff. But I've been saying that for weeks now, and I need a purpose when it comes to cardio. It's hard to just run. Maybe I'll pick up something else. Besides that, I'm a white belt. Of course, I'm a white belt. I've done nothing. A lot of people say, a lot of my classmates and such say a year and a half, maybe less, maybe more. But on average, a year to a year and a half, they said, you get your blue belt if you go all the time and you're like learning. And I'm like, okay. Gives me a goal. It'd be cool to get my blue belt before starting wrestling. And I thought about it. It'd be nice to continue jiu-jitsu. It'd be hard because of the schedule of wrestling, having to go out to Brooklyn and whatnot, and then still be able to do jiu-jitsu. I think I checked the schedules for the schools, and they like are on the same days jiu-jitsu are, so it'd be difficult. It should be a shame, but Hey, what happened to my light? Okay. It'd be nice to get the blue belt, you know, and then just continue. Hopefully one day, you know, purple, brown. There's more belts to get. But it'd be nice to not just have a white belt at the end of all this. It's nice to have gained something, to say I at least did blue. I feel like it would take a lot longer to get a purple belt if I start doing wrestling more and just, you know, going to jiu-jitsu less. It'll take me years to get a purple belt. But what's the rush, right? At least we have something to get for. Some goal to go for. So, yeah, so that's my feelings on jiu-jitsu, why I do it. I like it. I've been enjoying it. I think it's a really great thing to do. You know, ever since I started it, I've been feeling more like, I don't know, I don't roughhouse a lot. And I could, you know, I used to roughhouse a lot growing up, you know, at parties, you know, when we were 13, 12 with, like, the other kids that would be at the parties. We'd, like, play tag, tackle each other, do all this sorts of stuff, like, get each other in locks. And, you know, that severely dropped once high school came around. And it's to the point where, yeah, I became an office worker. I just sit at my desk, my back hurts, everything hurts about, like, just doing the same mundane stuff. And even though, you know, I'm strength training and still stretching, I incorporated my jiu-jitsu stretches after strength training, by the way, to get myself more loose. But yeah, even though I'm doing that, I still feel very like I'm just doing the same mechanical movements. Jiu-jitsu is like finally the time to like let loose. My body does all this crazy shit. I'm tumbling. I'm like running. I'm on my back. I'm getting flattened on my back. People are bamming me like boom on the floor. I'm like, oh. People are locking my arm behind me and it hurts. I'm like, oh man, it's been forever since I even, you know, felt anything like this. This is great. Oh, don't pop my arm out, but so stuff like that. Stuff like that I like. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that means I'll love wrestling. Maybe it means I'll hate it, you know. We don't know. But it's a fun journey. Having a good time so far. No regrets yet. You know, watching No Mercy's about to start. And got the TV on there in the background. So that's day 48. Will I make a video before next Sunday? Or will I continue this Sunday tradition? We'll figure it out. Will I learn to stop looking down at me and look right at you, the viewer? We'll see. Let me put the arrow right there. Okay. We'll see.